You are now listening to the Vitalize podcast. Hey yo, what up, family? Welcome back to the Vitalize podcast. You're here with your friendly neighborhood host, Mr. Marcus Black, and I'm so incredibly excited to be here with you today. You guys are probably one day gonna think, like, if this is your first time here, by the way, welcome. I promise to be like this all the time. Yes, I am a ball of energy. If it ain't your cup of tea, go drink some coffee. And I just like to say that. Like, I know, I made it funny, but no, I say that seriously because I'm just happy to be alive. I tell people all the time, if you're new to me, if y'all been here before, you know what time it is. You know we about to strap in because we going up. But if you are new here, listen, Death and I did the tango, and I live to tell about it. And once you dance with death, it changes you in unfathomable ways, like ways that you cannot even imagine. And so since Death and I danced and we did the tango, the changes that have happened in me is that there is not a singular moment on the earth that I don't feel a different type of urgency to move to make sure that I accomplish my goals and dreams. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's how excited I am. I can't even get it out. I am sorry if I can't say the things that matter the most in a very minute whisper. I can't do that because you're too important to me. I can't do that because your dreams are too important to me. I can't do that because we ain't got time to waste. So back to what I was saying. Welcome back to the Vitalize podcast with your friendly neighborhood host, Mr. Marcus Black. And we going up today. And this is a message, one that really hits close to home. It really touches my heart. But just before I tap into that and I get into it, I would be remiss if I move forward, can't proceed without taking a moment to just shout out today's sponsors, which is also, just like last episode, this episode is sponsored by Embrace Your Ambition. What is Embrace Your Ambition? It actually is a company that I co-owned with my dear business partner and friend, Miss Ashley Faye Brandstetter. It literally was a seed planted in her heart by God, but it's a conference. It is a movement that encompasses and combines mindset, faith, personal development. So you got personal growth and development, you got faith growth and development, and you have your mind, your mental growth and development. And so if you want to know more about EYA, which is on my shirt, look at that, EYA, or Embrace Your Ambition, then all you have to do is go to www.eyambition.com. That's EY, short for embrace, yourambition.com. And you can check out the conference we're doing, how you can be a part of that for literally any price. There's not even a price for the ticket. It's called Proud to Pay. You pay whatever you want. Check that out and come and see me live in the flesh. I know you get to see me live right now, but it is different when I'm in your face and I'm giving you what I'm about to give you today. So pull up the dates for that, June 1st through the 4th, Denver, Colorado. It's about to go down. So thank you to the incredible sponsor. And I want to get into what I want to talk to you about today. And I'm not going to lie, this one kind of burning on my heart, fam. And if you can't tell, I'm literally like a racehorse. Like I'm at the Kentucky Derby. They about to get ready to let me go. And when they let me go, it's off to the races. And you might be starting to, some of y'all right now who are new to me, and maybe some of you who aren't so new, you've been around, you used to this feeling. You come back for the adrenaline, like the adrenaline junkies. But some of you who are new to me are like, what is happening to me? Something inside of me is happening. And I feel like I want to run through a wall. Yes, I get it. I have been historically known to have that effect on people before, a time or two. But I do have people always say, like, for no reason at all, I just want to run through a wall. No, there is a reason. It is because I am now shifting the energy and the atmosphere and of urgency into you so that you can step into what it is that you want to do. And you are going to want to run through that wall. And that is incredible. And the thing that I really want to get into today, to give you a target for all of that energy that you are now feeling. I know one of y'all, at least one of y'all is thinking like, man, this dude is going to spontaneously combust at some point if he keep getting this excited. I'm going to forever be this excited because I can. And I just want you to be excited too for your life and for your future. And the thing that I really want to give you today is a concept. It's not something that's foreign to you. It's something that you've heard of before. Actually, the first person I ever heard talk about this premise or this concept is the incredible, incomparable Mr. Eric Thomas. If y'all don't know who Eric Thomas is, one of the top motivational speakers in the world, the hip hop preacher, another one of my incredible influences alongside so many that you already know. Like you guys know about Mr. Trent Shelton, my dear brother and my friend. You guys know about Les Brown, my spiritual father and friend, and Inky Johnson. I could go on and on and on. But Eric Thomas is in that list of some of the most influential people on my journey. And he wrote a book as well as has multiple significant messages entitled You Owe You. If I were to title this episode, fam, it's called You Owe You. And that is what I really want to talk to you about from my heart today. Because the difference between where you are and where you want to be is the action steps that you have been unwilling to take. And I might be stepping on toes today. And I don't care if I'm stepping on toes because you might be mad at me now. Which you won't, because I know my community is not going to be mad. Some trolls might come in and be mad, like who this dude think he is and why do he think he could tell me what to do? But my people won't be mad because you are the type of people who value personal growth, personal development, and you want to expand and make your dreams a reality. My dreams are a reality. Nipsey Hussle had a song. He said it best. I used to dream, but now my reality is the dream. And my reality is the dream now. And I want that for you. But if that's ever going to become a reality for you, it starts with personal accountability and personal responsibility to realize, like what Mel Robbins and so many others have said, ain't nobody coming to save you, fam. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, the bringer of not good cheer, the opposite of good cheer. I hate to break it to you. No one's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to change your situation drastically. Nobody's going to hand you $1 million if you don't have a family that already had it in some trust fund, baby. It's not going to happen. Nobody's going to come and flip your world upside down. Even with all the incredible connections I have and the mentors and the spiritual fathers and all these people that I know personally that would do anything, would give me the shirts off their backs. They cannot make my dreams a reality. They can't. Because they could open a door and I could fail. I could fall on my face. I could not be equipped and prepared to run through said door because I didn't do what I was supposed to do and I didn't prepare and put in the work. Preparation, proper preparation is an important part of this journey. And so what I want to tell you is like Eric Thomas said, like you owe you. You owe you. You owe it to yourself to explore the greatness that lives within you. You owe it to yourself to find out and to understand how much more you have in the tank. You owe it to yourself to figure out what happens when you take steps toward the dream. You know what happens if you don't. You keep sitting somewhere in a house, on a couch, with your feet up, scrolling through Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, looking at your favorite influencers and creators and wishing that your life looked like theirs. It ain't gonna look like theirs with you sitting here thumbing along. You gotta make a choice. And you gotta do something in order to make your dreams a reality. But you owe it to yourself. You know what happens if you don't, but you owe it to yourself to find out what happens if you do. To find out what the journey looks like if you say yes to the call. What does it look like for you to actually live the dreams in which you have? What does it look like? And I know for myself, I had a dream. And I sat in a good situation. It was a good situation, but something fell off. Some people are in a good situation, but you feel like it's not your situation. That was me. Some of y'all are in bad situations and like, this is horrible and I can't wait. I'm miserable. I can't wait to get out of this. No matter where you find yourself in any of those scenarios, though, there is a constant. And the constant is this. You want something different for your life. And you owe it to yourself to find out how to make that a reality. And as I sat in my good situation, and I was trying to figure out what is it that's going to transform my life to make it look like that which I want it to look. And what I determined was, if you want a different result, you got to take different action. Can't keep doing the same things. I was an avid gamer. And don't get me wrong, I love to sit down, especially on a weekend when I want to decompress and turn on a game. But I was an avid gamer. Whereas now, like, it's a decompress, it's a way, leisure, right? It's within boundaries. I don't do it often, mostly on the weekend. And after the wife and kids are in bed an hour, like, it's that type of situation. It's not like used to, like, I get off work and I'm on the game. Like, my wife is reading a book, so she cool. I'm on the game for hours until I go to bed. I wake up, I'm miserable. I go to work, I eat, I work, I go home, I eat. Hang with the wifey, I play the game, she eats, rinse, repeat. We do it all over again. And that is not a recipe for living. Somebody right now is listening to the sound of my voice and you ain't living, fam. You're just existing. And I don't say this to make you feel worse about yourself, because at least one of y'all was like, well, thanks a lot. Like, I already feel horrible. And I'm not saying this to make you feel horrible. That is not my intention. I'm saying this to validate that you're not crazy and you do feel what I'm saying. You sit in this situation, this cycle, and you wish it were different. And you're tired of being in this place and you're tired of not living the life that you so desire. But it's almost like you're stuck in that rut and you don't know what steps to take and how to make the move. And that's why you've come to the right place today, because my whole heart's desire is to see you make those dreams a reality. And so I had to stop being an avid gamer, because you gotta, like, whatever you decide to do on your journey towards success, it's going to come at a cost. Yes, it's going there. It will cost you something. Success cost. And the question on the table is, are you willing to incur the cost in order to achieve and attain success on your journey? Because it's going to cost you. So are you willing to pay the cost? And it cost me. It cost me some of the things I was doing in my leisure time. It cost me that game and that time and that I love so much. But I replaced that time with research time. Who's doing what I want to do? Who's where I want to be? What does it look like to step into my dream? I want to help people. My dream is to help people. That's not specific enough. Help people how? There's millions of ways to help. You helping people now. That wasn't the dream. Okay, I want to take my story. I want to give purpose to my pain. Okay, how do you do that? That's good. That's a step in the right direction. I want to give my purpose a pain. I want to give my pain a purpose by showing up and leveraging the story and the real life experiences I have to unlock the chains that are holding people captive so that they can then step and live their dreams too. Okay, bingo. There we go. That's what you want to do. So how do you do that? I traded that time. It's called trading up. I traded that time that I was spending not moving the ball forward towards anything. And I traded that time for things that were literally helping me, learning, growing. Yeah, it was a slow step. I didn't start an LLC the next day. I didn't start being a super trooper and recording all the videos. I didn't know how to do that stuff. But I started researching what the business looked like. I started researching what the model looks like. I was like, I guess I want to be an influencer. I don't even know what that is. That's a thing they tell me, a job. Now I know what it is. But I'm like, okay, who are the influencers? And I started looking through the people who were big and doing what I wanted to do. And I landed upon one. I had been following this guy for years, but his name was Trent Shelton. And shout out to you, Brody. I appreciate you and everything that you've deposited into my life. But he would tell you himself, like, he just gave me the blueprint. I still had to do the work. And that's exactly what we're about to talk about. So when I saw that he was doing it how I wanted to do it, like I wanted to do it, the way I wanted to do it, I said, okay, bet. I found the person. Now let me reach out to the person. I didn't know what was going to happen. I took a shot in the dark, but I just found this weekend a list, an email, the first email I ever sent. When I asked him to officially be my coach, when I asked him, could I show up at one of his events, pay my own way to be there, sweep the floors, mop the floors, set up tables, move chairs, take out the trash, whatever. just to be there. And not only would I pay to be there, pay to get myself there, but drop another additional amount of money. It wasn't even about the money. It was my way of saying, I'm serious about this. I ain't even had the money, but I was going to do whatever it took on the side, grind to get it because it meant that much to me. Does your dream mean that much to you? Because I'm telling you, it's going to cost you. Are you willing to incur the cost? Do you care enough to do that which is uncommon in order to make your dream and your goal a reality? Because that's what I told him. And his incredible, lovely assistant, hey, Miss B, if you see this, Miss Brenda, hit me back. And she hit me back with some real talk. You know, every person needs a Brenda in their life. And she said to me like, hey, I appreciate you. Trent appreciates you. But Trent is who he says he is. He doesn't just have anybody and everybody in his life. He's always telling you to protect your heart, protect your peace, protect your energy, and be intentional with the people you surround yourself with. So if he's going to pour into you at a different level, he's going to be intentional with that process as well. He's not telling y'all something that he doesn't live by. I got to respect it. I said, okay. So she said, don't get your hopes up, basically. Maybe I'll run it by him. He makes that choice. But I'm just telling you, like, you know, he's very selective. So be prepared. And I said, yo, no matter what he says, I won't lose an ounce of respect. That's even more respect because you practice what you preach. Miss B gets back to me, says, Trent remembers you. I had met him twice before. He said, let's get it. He said he needs your goals. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to pee my pants. What am I going to do? Because I just took a shot in the dark. Listen, what they tell you, you miss 100% of the, look, I went real quick, urban vernacular. You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. But I'm shooting my shot. I don't care. I'm like Hamilton. I am not throwing away my shot. So I shot my shot and I got a yes. Oh, snap. Now it's real. What am I going to do now that it's real? And once it became real, I had to really think and process, what are my goals? Well, I had already been researching, so I put them down. This is where I wanted to focus on today. I'm going to now pull out my phone and I'm going to read to you the goals that I sent back to Mr. Trent Shelton, Marcus Black's 2019 personal development goals. Look at that. It was so pristine and clear and crisp. And I sent these goals to Mr. Trent Shelton in January of 2019. And I said, I need discipline and accountability in creating structure in my daily plan. That was number one. I said, number two, I need help to focus. I need to narrow my focus by solidifying my personal vision, mission, values, and brand. Kind of like Mr. Because You Can. Maybe. Number three, I would like to launch a website / blog or vlog entitled Vitalize, which means to give life to. What are we doing right now? Number four. Wow. I didn't plan for this to make me emotional. I want to begin creating content and sharing with the world the things that I've learned along the way. And I want to focus on sitting down and figuring out how my story can inspire others that they can do it too. Number five, I've been working on a book for about 10 years. Working on a book. And it's beyond time for me to sit down and make it real. I would like to finish a book. And number six, I would like to start booking speaking engagements. My goal is to at least twice a month, but preferably even once a week, be booked to speak to an audience, to share my testimony, to impact a group of people. And the reason that hit me so hard is because I sit here as I just discovered this email this week, but I'm telling you, like, everything on that list I checked off. Everything on that list, I made it real. Everything on the list, I am a best-seller. Not only did I write a book, I am a best-selling author. Not only did I create the website, it's literally global and worldwide. Not only did we start the Vitalize podcast, it's a whole lot of y'all watching and listening to this. In 55 countries around the planet, to be exact. I said I would love to speak at least twice a month, maybe even once a week if it's possible. Fam, in the last 7 days, I spoke 5 times. I just got back from Houston yesterday. I spoke at a couple universities last week. What am I saying to you? This ain't about me. Yeah, it's a moment. Maybe it made you emotional. Maybe you can feel what I'm saying. You can feel my energy and my emotion because the dream that I had, a message that I sent, I made it real. But this ain't about that. This is about you. And what I'm telling you is you owe you. You owe you to be able to have your moment. You owe you to be able to sit down in front of an audience and break down and have tears and real emotion because you made your dreams a reality. Because you could make your dreams a reality. Because you are the cost that it's going to cost you. The price that you have to pay in order to achieve success is worth the energy and effort that you got to put in. Who you become in the process is worth so much more if you're willing to sacrifice and incur the cost. But I'm sitting here as a real life breathing example of a human being who literally just had a goal and a dream, and I set out to do something great in the world, and I ain't where I want to be yet, but I ain't where I used to be, and every goal I set on that list is crossed off. So now I'm challenging you with everything inside of me. It's time to stop playing small. It's time for you to stop sleeping on yourself. It's time for you to stop waiting on somebody to come change it. I can't change it for you. But you can change it for you. And you owe it to yourself to change it. So from this day, whatever step you got to take, figure out what it is and go get it, because slow steps are better than no steps. And you keep stacking steps, and then you stack wins, and then you learn, and then you invest in yourself, and next thing you know, you're going to wake up and you're going to be living the life of your dreams. Because you can vitalize.